up in just a moment to receive a check, I also wanted to say thank you to Cecile and to Linda. Cecile is the tribal chair of the Duwamish tribe, and again, thanks to their hospitality that we're in this lovely building. So thank you for having us. So what we would like to do, we want to keep the program short, but we also want to give everyone a little sense of the beneficiaries. And so as we call your name and the name of your organization, I would invite you to come up here. We're thrilled to give you the check, but maybe you want to take the microphone from me for just a moment to talk a little bit about either your organization or the services that the Westdale Garden Tour is funding this year on your behalf. So just to take like 30 seconds or a minute, just to give us a little flavor for the good works that you do. So we don't have any specific order here. The Seattle Chinese Garden, tonight represented by Judy Klein.
Thank you so much. This is going to continue to beautify the courtyard that I think many of you know was completed last fall by 22 artisans from China who spent a good portion of the summer and early fall bringing Chinese art and culture to West Seattle. What you are doing, what the West Seattle Garden Tour is doing specifically, is helping with the planting of that courtyard. What we have is a gorgeous piece of classical Chinese architecture there, water and rock, the two foundational elements of Chinese gardens. You're helping with the third essential element, of course, that is plants, and you've already done some landscaping for us, and you'll be continuing to beautify that courtyard. So I hope any of you have not been out to see the courtyard. Please come out and see it. Please come out and see the landscaping we're doing thanks to you. And I've been talking to Jim about a time when possibly the West Seattle Garden Tour could come out as a group and visit us again. So thank you so much.
We'll let you go back to your chair for now, but we'll want a group picture when we're done with this too, so we'll get you all back up here. Next, we're going to present the check to the Lincoln Park Feed Patch and Sandra Way.
Thank you very much. I'm only one of about 30 gardeners representing the Feed Patch. And our project, that's the beneficiary of this lovely donation, is to create a community herb garden at our entryway as a way of beautifying it, and also as a way to educate our garden visitors about herbs. And then the herbs will be donated to the food bank, along with the produce that we produce in 5 of our plots, and the apples that we grow in our mini apple orchard. So thank you very much.
And from the Nam Park, Pamela Hughes.
Teaching how to say no. Okay? No.
Although many of you are West Seattleites probably never heard of it, it's a little forgotten park on Southwest Admiral Way. Our involvement, it's a city park, but our involvement is the Nantes Sister City Association. And frankly, when people came from Nantes and said, "Oh, you have a park in our name," I said, "Yes, but sorry, we just don't have time to go there." But I'm hoping now we've got trees. We're going to have screening trees thanks to this. And I'm hoping year by year our parks will improve so that we will make a detour and be sure to come to West Seattle to show the Nantais the park that's dedicated to them. So thank you so much.
Come on, come on, Diana.
The Walking on Logs Landscape Restoration Group was created to essentially replace Earl Cruzen, who had, as many of you may know, have been keeping up the Walking on Logs statues and landscaping around it to some degree single-handedly for quite a while. You know, we have, when I started this, I was determined we were going to do it, but I wasn't, I had no idea that we would end up being as successful in fundraising as we've been, and I feel very fortunate. We brought together a really good group of people to work on the project, and we've done, really well with the fundraising. So not only are we going to be able to replace the landscaping and put in more appropriate landscaping for the site, we're going to have money, I think, to last us quite a few years to keep the site maintained, which is just wonderful because, it would have been a shame to put all the new landscaping in and then be, looking around trying to figure out how we're going to keep this up, year after year. So, thank you very much for this, and we will make very good use of it. And I hope that, the plans are right now, we're going to kind of start the installation in October, and it should be done by mid-November. And I hope everyone's going to be happy with the results of it. Yeah,
And we got a new weed eater.
yes, I'm sorry. So thank you very much. Thank you.
And from the Westdale Tool Library, Patrick Dunn. And I think you're being joined by Micah. I don't know his name last time, I apologize.
Micah Sommer.
Come on up.
Hi there, it's Micah. I manage the Westdale Tool Library. This is Patrick, and does a lot of dirty work and development work as well. For those of you who don't know, we run a collection of 1,000 tools, 1,000 plus constantly growing tools, catalog online to help empower people and get people started with projects. And this specific grant is helping us mobilize the tools and be able to free up our current restrictions of limited hours and help serve people who don't have cars or don't have the means to currently use our services. Exciting things are on the way. I encourage you to come down to our library or check us out at WS Tools. Yeah, our new location as of, I believe, April is Youngstown Cultural Arts Center on Del Rio. That's been great for us. Our business has been booming since then, and attached to that is an entire workshop of station tools. So that whether you don't even have a screwdriver or you have 1,000 tools yourself, we probably have something that can be of value to you. So I encourage you to come online.
And thank you very much.
And as we bring her to the front, I just have to comment that our next organization not only does wonderful things for young people in their organic gardening classes, but as a Westdale resident, you probably are seeing the hillsides that they are restoring as they get rid of blackberries and other invasive species and restore healthy forests throughout the area. So we're pleased to have Amy Twix from the Nature Consortium.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy. I'm here representing Nature Consortium. For those of you who don't know, we are a West Seattle-based nonprofit. We're also in Youngstown, right next to the Tool Library. Our mission is to connect people, arts, and nature, and one of the ways we do that is through our youth art program, which, as Jim mentioned, provides organic gardening classes, just one of the many classes that we offer. They're all free after-school arts classes that focus on the environment. They're provided to disadvantaged youth throughout King County. So we have a beautiful garden at Youngstown, if you're ever around there. Stop up, we've got some chickens, and it's a really great place. And we're also working with Pathfinder K-8 to work on their garden. So we're really, really excited to have the support from the West Seattle Garden Tour. We've really enjoyed our partnership with all of you over the past, how many months? Yeah, years, really. And Sigrid was so kind as to bring some of our extra posters from the festival we just had, which are back there. If anyone wants to grab one on your way out. Thank you.
For as long as the West Seattle Garden Tour has been in existence, we've had a thriving partnership with Arts West. And so at this time, Karen Lee, we'd love to have you come up and accept the check and our gratitude. Karen's a relatively new member of the board of Arts West.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me here. And on behalf of the Arts West staff, board members, artists, and actors, we so appreciate the support that we've had year after year from the garden tour. I personally participated in the garden tour this year and had a great turnout. I was there 11 to 1 and was in Lisa's garden. Yes, Lisa's garden. It was fabulous. I plan to be there next year. I've spoken to quite a few of you here tonight, and the support that we've gotten has definitely been a huge stronghold on keeping our programs for our youth 8 years old up to 21, progressing through our 3 programs that we have every summer. We have 3 great shows, including Rocket Horror this summer. And with your support this year, we will be introducing Xanadu next summer for the oldest group, and 2 other for the younger groups. So thank you very, very much. Our opening show for the season is tonight with Amy's View. That goes until October 1st. Then we run straight into Evil Dead, that is even deader than last year. And then, of course, 4 other programs from December through May. So thank you again. And I'm Karen Lee, so if you have any questions or if you would like to get a hold of us, please feel free. We are a very stable board. We're a very cohesive staff. And we are ready for this year. So thank you very much.
And then finally, we honor the Duwamish tribe and this beautiful longhouse and the great work that they are doing. So Cecile Hansen, Linda Drabowski, come on up. We'd love to give you a big
All I want to say is we're very happy to get this gift, and I'm so happy that you decided to come to the Longhouse, the first Longhouse since 1894. So you guys are making this.
Well, this will be our second year to do a second phase of the garden, and the Longhouse was built with $3 million, but they didn't build, but if they didn't have money for it, they didn't do it. And so we had no art. It's an artistic building, and the infrastructure was there for the garden, but the garden wasn't there. So we did install a little bit of art along the parking strip. You can see we have a blanket loom, and so they had a type of hand spindle, and so we have a gardener based on the spindle whorls that are right out there. And but this year, I think we almost fainted. One of the board members who was helping, she found out you could actually get more dirt. She got a donation of dirt for the cost of shipping, and so instead of getting so many cubic yards of dirt, she got a dump truck full, and just came and dumped the dirt in the parking lot. But we had 2 community service groups of about 30 people, and I don't know how they did it, but I think in about 8 hours we moved, I don't know, 2 dump trucks, I think it was a double load. So we were doing a lot with the little that we're getting, and we appreciate it. There'll be more improvements. We're going to be doing some interpretation and signage this year, which will be great for the school groups that come through here.
She gets the money.
Well, that's our program. I'd like to ask all the beneficiaries to come back up. We'll take a group picture. For the rest of you, please enjoy the wine and food. And I'll just say, as a parting comment, I've said this before, I'll say it again because it bears repeating. The Westdale Garden Tour Committee is a phenomenal organization. As we have grown in sophistication, it has become more and more complex, and it's more awesome than ever when you stop to think about the fact it's all volunteers. So if you want to get to know the community, come join us. We'd love to have you. And thank you for being here.